We will be exploring the life and artistic legacy of Ana Mendieta, focusing on her experience with art and mortality. Born in Cuba in 1948, Mendieta relocated to Iowa, USA, following the Cuban Revolution. This transition left her in a melancholic state, prompting her to turn to art as a means of self-expression. She pursued her education at the University of Iowa, earning both a bachelor's and master's degrees in arts and fine arts respectively, before immersing herself in an artistic creation. Many of her pieces delve into the challenges faced by women of color in the United States, offering insight into her own perception and experiences. During her graduate studies, Mendieta experimented with manipulating her facial and bodily features in her artwork, like images of her face pressed against the glass or with wigs and elaborate makeup. These works reflect the difficulties of navigating societal expectations and biases as an immigrant woman of color. One of her most notable series, Silueta, spans from 7 years, from 1973 to 1980. This collection showcased photographs of silhouettes, either of her body or integrated into natural landscapes. Sense of displacement from her homeland. Her work is so beautiful, I recommend looking at her work, it is worth it. Tragically, her life was cut short under controversial circumstances, as her death involved her husband, Carl Andre. Mendieta and Andre first met in 1979 in New York at the Air Gallery, a space dedicated to showcasing artwork by women and non-binary artists, where Mendieta exhibited her work. They married in 1985, the same year Mendieta died. On September 8, Mendieta fell from her New York apartment window between 3 to 5 a.m. Andre's behavior at the scene raised suspicion among the police. He claimed they had been watching movies and Mendieta went to bed at 3 a.m. and he called the police at 5:29 a.m. after she went missing. However, inconsistencies in his story, such as the timing of his call and a mark on his nose, led to doubts. Andre was charged with Mendieta's murder in 1988. During the trial, he mentioned an argument about who was the more popular artist, alleging that Mendieta was upset and went out the window. However, this argument was not mentioned in his initial statement, and his refusal to provide a video statement led to his arrest, although he was bailed out after 2 nights. The circumstances surrounding Mendieta's death remained contentious, and the trial raised questions about the truthfulness of Andre's account. As for him, it's like his life was unfazed by this, even though he has been accused of murder 3 times before. Many consider Mendieta's death to be a significant and unjust loss in the history of female artists. What are your thoughts on the trial?